The Physiology of Defecation. Understanding the complex mechanisms behind a fundamental bodily function. Welcome to today's episode, where we delve into the fascinating physiology of defecation. This seemingly simple act is, in fact, a marvel of coordinated neuromuscular interactions, regulated by both the autonomic and somatic nervous systems. Let us walk through the journey of how the body prepares for, initiates, and completes the process of expelling waste. Predefecation phase. Colonic motility and storage. To begin, the formation and movement of feces within the colon is vital. The colon employs rhythmic muscular contractions, known as peristalsis, to move and mix the stool. Specific contractions called haustral movements mix and help dehydrate the contents. Larger mass movements, occurring 1 to 3 times each day, often after meals, push feces towards the rectum. This is stimulated by what is called the gastrocolic reflex, triggered when the stomach is stretched after eating. As the stool approaches the rectum, the rectal walls expand to accommodate it. Remarkably, the body uses a sampling reflex, wherein the anal canal utilizes sensory receptors to determine the consistency and type of contents present, deciding whether to retain or expel them. The defecation reflex. Neurological coordination. Defecation is initiated through a complex interplay of neurological signals. When the rectum stretches with incoming feces, stretch receptors in the rectal wall activate. These signals travel along pelvic nerves to the spinal cord, prompting a motor response that increases pressure in the rectum and relaxes the internal anal sphincter, which is comprised of involuntary smooth muscle. At this point, voluntary control becomes crucial. The external anal sphincter, made of skeletal muscle, is under conscious control via the pudendal nerve. If the timing is inappropriate, this sphincter contracts to delay the process. When one decides to proceed, coordinated muscle actions, including the Valsalva maneuver, where the diaphragm and abdominal muscles increase pressure, work in concert with the relaxation of the pelvic floor muscles. This straightens the angle between the rectum and anus, facilitating release. Expulsion phase. The act of defecation. During expulsion, both the internal and external anal sphincters relax, leading to the opening of the anal canal. Additional peristaltic waves within the rectum and sigmoid colon push the feces outward. Once defecation is complete, the anal sphincters contract once again, re-establishing continence. Regulatory factors. Let us consider the nervous system's role in controlling this process. The enteric nervous system manages local reflexes, such as the rectoanal inhibitory reflex. Parasympathetic nerves originating in the lower spine stimulate rectal contraction and relaxation of the internal anal sphincter. Sympathetic nerves, coming from higher spinal segments, inhibit colonic motility and contract the internal sphincter. The pudendal nerve allows voluntary control of the external sphincter. Hormonal and chemical factors also influence defecation. Serotonin increases colonic motility by acting on specific receptors, and hormones such as cholecystokinin stimulate contractions in the colon following a meal. Clinical correlations. Let us examine how disruptions in these pathways can lead to medical conditions. Constipation often results from slow transit time and reduced colonic motility, leading to hard stools and straining. Fecal incontinence may occur due to dysfunction of the anal sphincters or nerve damage, resulting in uncontrolled leakage. Hirschsprung's disease. This condition is characterized by absent ganglionic cells in the rectum, causing functional obstruction. Spinal cord injury can lead to loss of voluntary control and either reflex defecation or retention. Summary. In summary, defecation is a coordinated process involving colonic motility, reflex neurological pathways, and voluntary muscular control. Successful expulsion requires the orchestration of abdominal pressure and muscular contractions. Any disruption, whether due to nerve damage or muscle dysfunction, can result in disorders such as constipation or incontinence. Thank you for tuning into this detailed exploration of defecation physiology. Join us next time as we uncover more of the body's hidden intricacies. It's the Everything Surgery Podcast. Dissect the extraordinary.